Hello everyone, Gilbert here. Welcome to Red Dragon Model Works. I'm doing a little sanding right now on a little piece here. It's a little observation deck for a model that I'm building. Back in January I did a trade with Freddy. He had a model that I wanted, a couple of models I wanted, I had one that he wanted. So we made a trade. And in that trade, I acquired this guy. It's a 1700 Yamato. This is the 2006 to 2009 version, or 5 to 2009. Anyway, this is the older version. There's a new one now, the 2199, where this hull is more of a bottled hull and it's got more thingamajiggers all over it. But this is the last iteration of the Yamato that actually had the lines of a battleship. The new one's got more of a spaceship. It's got the bow of a battleship, but the new one right up in here in her belly, she's more round, you know. But anyway, I digress. In January, I received this in a trade, and we were going to do it back then, a buddy build back then, but too many projects in the works. And then I believe Michael Cohen C. and Aaron Newlands were announcing a Star Blazers group build. So I was going to a buddy build. So I told Freddie, let's put it off to the side and wait. You know, let them finish their buddy build and then we can go ahead and, you know, whatever. So I can imagine my surprise when the other day I go on YouTube and I look and there's Freddie building his Yamato. So I believe it was Thursday or Friday. The basement modeler, Freddie and myself, we were all on Google Plus here. And Freddie kind of, well, we all decided let's build ours, you know. I think basement modeler has one almost similar to this, maybe smaller, but I think he has one like this. So anyway, I'm building it also. It's not as big as Freddie. Mine is a 1700. This is a 2009 boxing Bondi, same company. Although this is the older version, the one Freddie has is the newer version. So I'm putting mine together. Everything's been going smooth, except for there's a really ugly seam line on the bottom that you need to take care of, and the wave gun. No detail in there. Let me show you. If you can see right there with the wave gun. Here, let me move this in a little closer so you guys can see. Sorry about that. Right there. I had to use green putty inside there because there was a really nasty lip. Let me get something to point. Between this outer edge here and in there. And right there you see the green stuff. And then you see where the wave gun starts. Now those ridges are supposed to come all the way to the end here. This point in time I really don't care. I don't. But I've been working on smoothing that. There was a real bad, I mean I'm talking about a seam line maybe about, oh geez, 1/8 of an inch deep in there. So I had to fill it. I filled it with green stuff. I was toying with it. I was going to use epoxy sculpt, but I wanted to try the green stuff. So I got that in there, and then I've been smoothing it down with one of these sanding sticks. Got it at Hobby Lobby, and they work really good. You just go in there and just, because of the curvature, it sands real nice. So I got that done. Also, I've been working on the hull, you know, the seam here that was here. I got green stuff all in there. And I've been sanding away at this. So I'm getting ready to hit this right now with some, well, I can probably see that seam line already right here. So I can see that's going to show up. I was getting ready to hit it with some primer, but right here where the light just hit it right here, and I can see that seam right there. Now hopefully, wow. See, back here, it virtually disappeared right here. But right about here and up, you can see it. See it? And I can feel it right there. I can still feel it. It's like a little ridge there. So I'm gonna shoot it with some primer and we'll see. Here are the guns. Here's the deck with her guns. Look at that. Looks like a little porcupine with all those guns, huh? Now all these guns are the same color. So I figured I'd just prime everything. The only thing that's different up here is this right here. I'm gonna have to mask that off. I should have just painted it before I put it in there. But I needed to putty it down right here so that line wasn't too... You're still gonna see that seam line in there. Supposed to be there. But I didn't want it too deep. So there that is. Same with here. I had to do a lot of putty work here to clean up the seam line. Same thing there. I took some perfect plastic, put it on there with a Q-tip, cleaned it off. That's how I got that. So I'm going to shoot the hull here with another coat of, with a coat of a primer coat, just some Vallejo. Just shoot it to take a look and see how that's going to look. And then work from there. So, let me back that up a little bit more. So that's where I'm at now, guys. So, I'd like to thank each and every one of you, man, for your wonderful comments on my little dust tactic guide. Came out really nice, especially here. This little guy right there. This right there. Right there. Right there. Especially after I put the dull coat on there. There. All done. Blended everything in real nice with the dull coat. Yeah, looks good. So I washed and sanded my my Buick. Was getting ready to paint it. Got it all sanded down, wet sanded it. Was getting ready to prime it, and I had a can of Rust-Oleum Yamato primer. Warmed it up, shook it, but I noticed that as I was shaking it, even before I warmed it up, it was really sluggish, real heavy. So after I warmed it up in warm water, I let it sit, kept the water nice and warm, to the touch. Got it out, wiped the can down, shook it, and it felt like from even the beginning like there was molasses in it. It just shook real hard. It was just nasty. I go to spray it, and I'm lucky I didn't do this. I had it off to the side. I went to spray it, and it just came out like foam. Took the tip off, cleaned it, put it back on. Same thing. Got rid of it. So I'll go pick up another can. Auto primer. Maybe some plastic coat or some duplicolor. They have that plastic auto primer. So I'm going to pick some of that up. Sandable. I'll pick that up either tonight or tomorrow morning. But that's where I'm at, guys. Also, Jake Trapper, I believe it? Jake Trapper. You asked me how I had achieved that effect on my my U-boat. I believe I answered that in a comment, but I have a piece of styrene here, and what I'm going to do is when I get ready to prime this whole ship here, I'm going to do I'll do a video and I'll show you, because I'm basically using the grays anyway. So once I prime it, when I get ready to shoot the gray on the bottom of this, or on the top of this, I'll do that also so I can show you what I did. That way, you got an idea of what I did with that U-boat. For Brian, Atomic Dog, this is for you, brother. Bow wow wow. Yippee-yo, yippee-yay. Bow wow wow. Yippee-yo, yippee-yay. It's Red Dragon saying peace. You guys, I hope you had a great weekend. Enjoy your families. Love your children, man. By all means, brothers, go out and by all means, build a goddamn model. Peace, brothers. Ciao.